Something just came out of the sun. You can see it down here at the bottom. This is a very different shape. And it happened today. You can see the timestamp 10:48. It's probably Mount, I don't know what they call that time, UTC or something like that. It looks like it has some kind of light. Like some kind of light coming from it. If you look right here. I don't know why that light would be right there coming out of it. We're going to go over there and look at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. Haven't been here for a few days. Let's look at that. So this is today, and it blasted out of the sun. And thank you for joining me. Let me get over here. Can y'all hear me? Good morning, Applebrooks Honey. Good morning, Kaleidoscope Lightwork. Tyson, Ronnie, Nitya, be a blessing, Paula. Okay, great, because I don't have my other phone up here. I want to go over there to the ISWA. I haven't pushed the play. All I did was turn it on. So it's going to blink a little bit. It's not, oh, wow. There is something coming out of the center of it. Okay, we got to, let me do this. We've got to do something. There. We've got to, I want to fix the timestamp on it. I want to put it 300 frames. We want to see what happened. That looks really different. See, it don't got all the frames on it either. Wait. Well, look at this. Look at this. It says 524. It says 524. Look at where it's located right now. That's 524 this morning. Watch as we go forward. Watch this. It's like in the same position, and it's 10:12. It's 10:12. What on earth is happening? Why would it be in this position at 5:24 in the morning with that light coming out of it? And then it's back here at this position at 10:12. That does not even make sense. There's something going on. That should not be in the same place at two different times. It should not. Either it's came out and went on its way, or another one has came out right behind it, or they're doing something with the data. Let me get over here to it. We're going to get over here to it. I got to fix this because this is wild. And we've got to get this going on. 20 frames. I'm going to put it back to me because it's you can see right now I've got to load it, but I don't want it to blink on you. I'm going to put it here. When it quits doing its blinking. Oh, yeah, they got a battle still going on up there. I think it died down just for a moment for something. I'm looking at it. I got to wait for it to quit blinking. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I know it's early. It's like 7:23. But there's not as much activity flying around. There isn't. But we got this going on. So look at this. So we're looking on the 13th. 14th. We got to see the other ones too. 15th, that was yesterday. It looks kind of calm. Boom! You had that one come out. And then today, look at the one on the sides and up there. No. This is way too wild. This is too wild. Let me get you over here. So we want to see what happened on the 15th. Okay, we have some kind of ship that came around. There's the ship. There's some other ships too. So let's keep looking at it because this is a little bit wild. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We want to see the explosion. So this is on the 15th. Then look at the ship up here that comes to the side at the top. It comes from the one position. It comes from the one position and then it puts itself right there is what it does. It came like from over here, but then it went there. That is not a piece of debris. That's some kind of a ship. It's a massive ship. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We want to get to the explosion because there's something coming out of the sun, and I think they've messed with the data. Okay, now I've got it blinking again, and I don't mean to have it blinking. Let me put it back to me. That's because I waited too long. I'll just move it back and forth. Hopefully it will get rid of the blinks. Okay, I think we can do it. We can do it, you all. We just got to do it back and forth, okay? I think we can. Let's get over here and look at it. Back and forth. Okay, we're on the 15th. Here's a big explosion coming out. I don't know how big that explosion is. But it doesn't seem to have as much plasma in it. We're on the 15th. This massive, what's this coming out down here at the bottom? Because that looks kind of massive. Look at that. You got this ship in here. This is a ship right here. Look at that. It's a bunch of little ships that are up together. But we're going to look at that really fast. See what happens with that. It comes out. That thing shows up. It spreads itself out. Okay, it's still going. Okay, that was a massive one. There could be something that's going to happen at the top. Let's look at the top. And it's on the 15th, so that's yesterday. Look how it spread all around. Look at that. Just blasted right out with that ship. I don't know where that ship went. Let's go like this. It looks like that ship could still maybe... I don't know what that part is. Let me see this. We want to get to the one thing where it showed the same image in the same place 5 hours apart. If it was 5 hours apart, it could be even more than 5 hours apart. There's also ships behind this. There's ships behind this disc in the sky. You can see it right here. You just examine just a little bitty details. Let me get to it. Oh, look at the ball coming out. Look at this thing. It kind of looks like a ball coming out right there. And look, notice where they're coming out. They are coming out evenly. When these things come out, a lot of times, now there were nodules in the sun. You'd have some, I remember seeing a nodule on this side, a nodule on this side, a nodule down here, and a nodule. This thing right here. So that's on the 15th. That's came out. That looks rather weird because it's literally separated. Can you see that? It's literally separated in a big old glob. This looks like it's a big old glob. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't even know what I'm doing over here. Let me come over here. Can you hear me over here? Where am I at? It looks like a great big glob that comes out and it's separate from the sun when it's coming out is what it looks like. I can see you. I'll just come over here. It looks like it's separate from the sun right there coming out because there's nothing behind this big old glob. That's the only way that I can describe it. That's what it feels like in my spirit. It's a big glob that gets thrusted out of there. You know, you'd really be able to see it good if I had it on a window share. No, it's got black. Oh, wow. There's another bubble sphere coming out. Okay, let's look. See, this is perfectly round. Whatever this thing is, it looks like a perfectly round circular sphere. And this thing above it, it looks like there's something in it. But this is perfectly round. It's came out, and that's on the 16th. We're trying to get to the one that's on the bottom because we ain't got to that one yet. But it's today. It's at midnight. It's 36 minutes after midnight on the 16th, which is today. What? Wait a minute. Do we got some time missing? We got time missing. Watch it. It's 36 minutes after midnight. It's 48 minutes after midnight. And now look at the timestamp. It's 1:25 in the morning. We don't even know what happened in between this frame right here and the other frame. The other frame, we don't know what happened because there's a big time gap. A big time gap. That's okay. We got to keep going. Now we got this thing coming out. Okay, now we don't know what happened here either. We got 1:36 happening, and then all of a sudden it goes to 2 o'clock. We don't know how this looked coming out. What was in here? This kind of looks, let's picture this. What if this is some kind of a rectangular like ship or something coming out? I know that sounds kind of strange, but no, let's look at, we're trying to get to the one. You still got these globs up here. There could be even, there looks like there was more coming out. Let me see, because that thing did not stay in its same position. Let's see, it kept coming out, coming out, coming out. That's bigger one. It's still being thrusted out there. We got 2 o'clock. Sorry about the blink. Okay, now we got a great big one at the top, and that's at 324. Look at the shape of this. How can this have the shape that it has? And look at these. Why are these lines going horizontal across there? Can you see that? Let me put this self to me. I'm going to do a window share. Let me get this out of the way. How can the lines be horizontal going across it? I'm going to see if I can get a window capture so we can look at that. It's got a horizontal window, a horizontal thing right here. You can see it, this horizontal going across. I'm going to put a filter on it. Let's put a filter on it. Because I want to, and I'm not putting a filter on me, I'm putting a filter on this thing right here because I want to see what that is. I know I'm supposed to be focusing on the one thing, but no, I'm thinking, what's going on with this other thing right here? I've not seen anything look like that before. Let me put a sharpening key on it. Just sharpen it. I don't know what it's going to do if I just sharpen it. Probably nothing. Okay, look at that. Look at that, how that looks. Let me come back over here. 'Cause that looks a little wild. Let me see if I can, we got it on here like this. Let me do this. So that one's came out at 4. So you got that coming out at 324. 324. And then 417. There's like almost an hour missing from that. Almost an hour missing from this. They're hiding things that are coming out of the sun. Okay, you see, no. See, it looks like it's still got, it should not still have that shape. It looks like a great big giant worm or something. It looks like a giant worm or something. Let me get over here. Well, that's all we can see of it. That's all we can see of it. Look how it looks. Why is it curved like that? I'm trying to fathom how on earth it can sustain that shape being blasted out of the sun. I'm not understanding how it can, but they got missing time too. They got missing time. We're coming back over here. Okay, it's still up there. It's still got that shape. It's still got that shape to it coming out. And it could be nothing. It could be nothing. But let's look at this. I want to see the one coming out. Look at it. It's a solid object because it's maintaining that shape up there. Okay, remember last week? Also we had something that was oval and that was protruding out of the bottom of the sun. You can go back and look at it. It was oval and it was protruding out before it turned into a big blast. Okay, let's get this. How we doing over here? Are we still doing good? Okay, we got it. Okay, let me do this. Okay, we're back. We're still on this screen. I'm trying to get to that one where they have something coming out of the sun, but it's like, okay, it's up there. It's still lasting a really long. Oh, see, now we don't even get to see when that came out. That's 524. So we go from 512. Everything's fine and dandy. We don't even get to see this thing come out. I think they pieced something together. Now it's 524. Look at that. 524. You can see the big piecing together. Now it's 924. Now we got 4 hours. Look like a great big mouth of a dragon. Spewing lava out of its mouth with if you could have an eye right here, maybe. No. This is in the center of this. It's dead smack in the center coming out, but the timestamps is what's getting me. Why the timestamp? It's coming out with such force. Look how it's literally. It is literally a straight line coming straight out with all this power, all this energy behind it. An opposite side of it, it's dark. It's dark up here. We've got the darkness up here. Look at that. It's like in line with this. I wonder when this came through, whatever it is, if it created a vacuum or something and pulled the light out and made this area dark. That's what I'm wondering. But we're going to look at it. Let's do this. It's still going, and that area is still dark, but look at the mouth of this thing. Whatever this thing is coming out, it's got a lot of force behind it. It's 10:12. It's 10:24. It looks like a ship. Look at this. Okay, just think of a ship. Think of a ship that has windows on it, because this looks like it's got some windows going down there. Really, if you would look at an object at an angle, you would see something like this. How am I doing like this? You would see an angle if you were looking at an object. Let me come over here. At an angle, you would see something that would be having these distinct marks. You would. Let me make it bigger. If I can get it. I know it's not a good adequate. Okay, where am I at? When you draw something and you want to give it a different angle, you're going to draw the line like that, and you're going to try to make, like if you had a window, you're going to have them make a window like that or something like that. You're going to put the lines there. Whatever this thing is coming out, you can see like they've pieced it together, but it's came out with such force from the sun. Is what it's done. Where am I at over here? I don't know where I'm at over here. Find my window capture. My video capture device came out of it. Yeah, let me put this back to me. I'm coming back over here. Okay, we're just going to look at that because it's came out. It's came out. It's at 10:48. They could have pieced something together. They could have. Well, they obviously did something because it shouldn't have this on it. They've done something. You got a dark area right there. I'm just going to push the play button. That's what I'm going to do. Push it back to me. I'm going to push the... Oh, y'all seeing it blinking too. Gina, that is not good. And try to get it out of your way so you don't have to look at it. I'm going to remove the window capture because it's blinking. And it's still blinking. I'm watching it blink. Okay, we're coming back over here. You can see it. You can see that we have ships all of a sudden, but then we got a lot of gap of data. This is the 14th. It looks kind of calm, but how do we know? See, it's got blasts on the 15th. More blasts. More blasts coming out. And they've hid the data. Why would you have missing data? The only way the data gets missing is if they take that data out. Someone physically goes in there and they take the data out. This is on the 14th. You got stuff shooting out of the sun. I'm trying to look down here. There's two objects coming out. There's one right here and one right here. They're just blasting out, and they don't have no power behind it, but they got some dark energy coming out. The only way to have missing data is if someone literally went in there and erased the data. It's like gaps in data. So the 15th, we've got 9:30 in the morning, 9:48, and then it's 10 o'clock, 10:12, 10:24. That's all fine and dandy. We get over here, and we've got this thing coming out at the 10 o'clock position at 23. It starts coming out at the 2300 before midnight. It's coming out, and it looks like it's detached. It literally looks like it's a detached something. It's 2300. Then it's 12 minutes after midnight, 48 minutes, and then it goes all the way to 1:25 in the morning, and while that happens, we can't see. See, we can't see. We can't see between the 1:36 and 2 o'clock. We can't really see how this thing came out of the bottom. And then we got something up here at the top. You look at it, it's raising itself up there. Look at that. That is the weirdest shape to come out of a solar flare. It is so weird looking, so strange. Can you all see that with your small... If you got a phone, can you see it? Can you see it on here like that? Can you? Because it's wild. let me do this. And we want to get over here because this thing's came out. We get to 9 in the morning. Okay, it's 5 in the morning. 5:24, and we have this object down here at the bottom already getting ready to exit the viewing screen at 5:24 in the morning today. And then at 9:24, it looks like it's coming out, or this is something else that came out behind it. Look what force is coming out is 9:48, 10 o'clock, 10:12, 10:24, 10:36. 10:36. You know what we need to do? We're going to take a screenshot. We're going to match this up. I want to match it up. I want to see if it's going to match. I want to see if this is going to match too at 10:48. Because we already got this one, y'all. We're going to come over here and see if the timestamps are matching this thing right here. Okay, I already got the 10:48. 10:48, so I got to get the 5 something in the morning. I got to get the 5 something in the morning. I got to make sure I got the 5 something in the morning coming out. Okay, yeah, here's the 5 something in the morning. We're going to get to 5:24 in the morning. Okay, we got it. You seen that we got it, right? Going to come over here. So we got the 10:48 right here, and I'm going to get the 5:24, and we're going to see if the 5:24 matches it, because if it doesn't match it, then something else came out identical. So this is the 5:24 right here. Save it. We're going to bring it on here now. I'm going to bring the 5:24 on here. We're going to see, let me get myself out of the way. We're going to see if the 5:24 matches the 10:48. That's what we're going to see, because if it does, there's something going on. There, why you got the 2 timestamps on there is really, that's what we need to know. Why? What happened? What happened? Okay, we got it. We got it on here. I want to try to overlay it. See the 2 timestamps right here? I got to make this one. This one is not as long as that one. If I can make the numbers the same size, then we might be able to get a look at this. The 10:48 does not have, I got to use myself in here. The 10:48, where am I at? I'm over here somewhere. I got to put myself on here. The 10:48 does not, this right here has the black square. That's what this one has. But the one behind it, it doesn't have the black square. Why? Why doesn't it have the black square like, or the square like this one does? We're going to line them up. We're going to line these up to see if they match. We're going to do an overlay. We're going to see if these things indeed match one another. What I need to do is make sure I got the letters. If I can get the numbers lined up, then it's going to match perfect. Just make this as big as the numbers. That way we know, you all, I know it's taking time. We want to get these numbers to match up as closely to one another. And I know it's still a little bit small. So line these numbers up. I got to do a chrome filter on this very one right here. That way we can overlay it, see what's going on, to see okay. They're slightly off. They're slightly off, I think. Let me get this thing. I wanted to put this on here all the way. I think they're slightly off. This is kind of difficult. I'm not going to be able to get it perfect, I know. Wonder why I can't get it perfect. Okay, it's close enough to perfect. It's close enough to perfect. Okay, it is. Let me move this to the side. So now we got to I should have did it like that. No, I don't know if it's going to line up all the way. Let me see this. I want to see if I can get it perfect. This might need to be a little bit bigger to match the other one. It's the same image. It's the same image. Let's put this up here. It may need to be a little bit bigger. Let me see. It's the same image. I need to shrink them down. They're exactly the same image, is what it is. The same image. And there's a 548 timestamp and a just like a, there's a 1048 and a I gotta try to get this image over top this second one. I can't find my images. Where is this other image? I know it's behind there somewhere. It's disappeared. Okay, this is this image. Why can't we see this image? I cannot see this second image at all. Okay, I can see it now. I'm going to line them up. We got 5:48 in the morning is what we've got, and 10:48. The only difference with the image right here is it's got a square on it, and the one below doesn't have a square on it. So we got timestamps. They're messing with the data. Look how many hours. So from 5 to 10, that's what's came out of the sun. You know what I'm going to do? It's going to be our new thumbnail. It's going to be the new thumbnail for this right here. Let's do it. You got missing time. Missing time. And something's came out of the sun, and they are hiding whatever else came out during that timestamp. We don't know what it is because they're not telling us. They hid it, and they've been hiding data the whole time. Let me come over here, y'all. I'm about done. I am just about done with this. I gotta come over here. I'm gonna update that thumbnail because we got 5 hours of missing data. See, I've just updated it right here. I'm going to, something has blasted out of the sun, and missing time. Missing time. An object is appearing twice at the same timestamp, the same place on NASA product. Let me do that. NASA SOHO. Let me do this. SOHO LASCO C2. There, we got it. We got it, you all. The sun is really different, and I am going to go, you all. This is there's too much missing time. Way too much. And oh, shoot, I know it's early. But I'm gonna be going. And thank you, moderators. Thank you all for tuning in. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And if you have subscribed, you might want to check your subscription. There was someone yesterday said they got unsubscribed 3 or 4 times to this channel. So you might want to do that, y'all. Please give this video a thumbs up. And thank you for watching. There's something going on in the skies above, and we've got missing data. We've got somehow they have put the exact same image on here twice, with the only difference is this right here is not on the one below. So something is happening. Something major is happening behind the scenes. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. Love you, and thank you, moderators.